talk a little bit about Mary and this incredible journey to make it to this moment. When you think just a Tassie girl, an Aussie girl who walks into a pub one day and now suddenly is a monarch.
It's quite extraordinary, and I suppose it's one of those sliding door kind of moments. You just quite literally in the right place at the right time, and you meet that person, and then off it goes. Like it really does show the Australian dream, right? Like anything wonderful can happen to any of us. I guess we're a very egalitarian society in that way, but it can absolutely happen. And look, Mary was working in Melbourne, and then obviously up in Sydney for the Olympics. She was working. She was an accounts manager in a international advertising agency. I think she was working for Young and.
Good day, Royal Watchers, because Queen Mary of Denmark has started the new year looking less like a quiet constitutional monarch and more like a cinematic icon rising from the Baltic. On Monday evening, she stepped out beside King Frederik in a look so sleek and dramatic it could have stopped traffic from Copenhagen to Canberra. And yes, we are calling it the mermaid moment of 2026. Before we dive into velvet gowns, diamond history and diplomatic symbolism, take a second to subscribe to Danish News Daily and tap the notifications bell icon so you stay across every royal move, sparkle and subtle power play without missing a beat. Now, picture this: Christian VII's palace glowing under winter lights, diplomats filing in, uniforms polished and titles neatly pressed, and then Mary arrives. Midnight blue velvet, sculpted to perfection, long fitted sleeves, a sharp mandarin collar, and a mermaid skirt skimming the floor like it was personally negotiating with gravity. This was not fashion for fashion's sake. This was authority wrapped in elegance, with just enough drama to remind everyone who was hosting. Smooth transition, because this was not just a pretty party. The evening honored Supreme Court judges, officers from the Royal Lifeguards and Guards Regiment, plus mayors and regional councillors from across Denmark. In other words, the people who quietly keep the country running. Hosting them is symbolic, and Mary understood the assignment completely. You do not turn up underdressed when the guest list reads like a civic honor roll. Let us talk jewelry, because Danish royal jewels do not whisper, they politely but firmly announce themselves. Mary chose the earrings from the Khedive of Egypt Paru, a historic set that carries international weight and old-world glamour. Add to that the sash and star of the Order of the Elephant, King Frederik X's portrait order, and the badge of the Order of the Dannebrog, and suddenly the outfit becomes a masterclass in royal messaging. This was diplomacy, dressed as couture. Alongside her, King Frederik matched the tone perfectly, wearing his uniform heavy with medals, orders, and insignia. Together they looked united, intentional, and completely in sync, like a power couple who read the briefing notes and then rewrote them with style. If first impressions still matter, and they do, this one landed flawlessly. Quick pivot to the finer details, because Mary never misses them. Her hair was styled half up, half down, polished enough for a state event, soft enough to keep the look modern. A burgundy manicure added warmth, while grey eyeshadow kept everything cool and composed. Nothing clashed, nothing shouted, everything worked. It was restrained confidence, which is arguably the hardest thing to pull off. And if you think this was a one-off, think again. The 53-year-old Queen has been on a roll since the start of 2026. At the New Year banquet, she leaned into a softer, neutral palette, wearing a lace top by Lasse Spangenberg, paired with her trusted gold skirt by Jesper Horving. Familiar pieces, yes, but refreshed with radiant jewels that lifted the entire look. That night, she reached for the rose-cut diamond bandeau tiara and earrings from the Danish crown diamond parure, proving once again that re-wearing iconic pieces is not repetitive when you understand storytelling. It is continuity, it is confidence, it is knowing that history shines brightest when it is used, not locked away. The bigger picture here is momentum. Mary is setting the visual and symbolic tone for the year ahead with clarity and control. Each appearance feels deliberate, each detail carefully chosen, and every message quietly reinforced. This is not about excess, it is about presence. More importantly, this signals a queen fully comfortable in her role, balancing heritage and modernity like a seasoned conductor guiding an orchestra. Every reception, every jewel, and every glance builds trust at home and interest abroad. If this is the energy for the rest of the year, Denmark is not just watching history, it is wearing it confidently, with pride, purpose, and unmistakable royal intent moving forward together confidently. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your time.